You know, after years on the periphery of this business, the concert business, right, being in radio, you always see the tours come through.
Oh, yeah.
There's one person you see more than anybody else, the tour managers. You see them come through with five different. It's like, I know you, but I forget from which band. Well, I was with so-and-so on this band. Do you remember the band Nelson?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay. So Nelson came to the studio in Baltimore once, and Gunnar had this hot blonde with him. And he introduced me to her, and he said, now, I want you to look after her while we're on stage because she's, obviously too good for me. And I forgot her name. She was one of the it girls of that time.
Yeah. Samantha Fox.
6 weeks later, another band comes through the studio. Guess who the lead singer has in tow? The same girl. And she looks at me and goes, shh. That's not it.
Scandalous.
A couple months later, she came through with a third band, and I said, I know.
I get it. Oh, my gosh. Women.
The 80s.
The 80s,
obviously
right.
is Royal Bliss in the studio today. Round of applause for Royal Bliss.
It's those kind of things that social media took away. They can't do that anymore.
That is true, because it's out there everywhere. But back then, she could hide.
No one knows. No one's going to know.
It's Neil, it's Taylor, it's Brian, it's Jake. But I'm missing one name. Who am I missing?
No, that's all of them.
That's
the
everybody?
four of us.
Okay.
Yeah, you did good.
And no shadow.
And no shadow this time. We flew out here.
So, Neil, you know what I hate?
Uh-oh. What do you hate?
I hate when you make stupid football bets. It just puts people in such awesome bad positions. Man. And social media is out there now when you do bad football bets. What happened?
Well, so I'm a Seahawks fan. We did we went and flew to Costa Rica with a bunch of listeners for a radio station out of Kenosha. And so Kenosha, 95 Will Rock out there. And we go down with them to different tropical places with all the listeners, and we play music on the beach. And it's always around the playoff time. And it was Seahawks. I'm a Seahawks fan. And with all these Wisconsin people, so it's a ton of Green Bay fans.
Cheeseheads.
And I made the mistake of calling and talking a bunch of schmack. Just be like, oh, the Seahawks are going to be just a drunken ramble. And the DJ from the station edited it and put it on air. So all these fans were just... I'm like, let's make a bet. And so Tom came up with this bet to be like, whoever loses the bet has to wear the Borat mankini, which is that lime green,
one piece,
2-string, one piece.
So wait a minute, the bet was your idea. The prize was his idea.
Yeah, he came up with it. Like, he really wanted to see me in that, I guess. But he thought he did.
Yeah, really.
But, so I lost the bet, needless to say. And the next morning, I had to go on the radio show there in a Rio Resort Palace in Costa Rica.
Oh, so you're doing a broadcast from Costa Rica?
Broadcast live in the morning show.
And you had to be in the one piece.
In the mankini. So, I was glad I didn't get kicked out of the resort. And then, like 2 days later, I guess I enjoyed being in it, or 3 days later, and then I came jogging through the audience as they were doing the live broadcast. And there was like 100 people down there listening and watching, and then I stopped behind them and did stretches and calisthenics. And hey, if I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose big.
And you're going to own it, right?
Yeah, I'm going to own it.
Absolutely.
And then they're going to regret that I lost.
So... You guys sold out. This is the first sellout. You came close on the Royal Bliss Christmas up at Spicoli's. We did a huge night that night.
Yeah, it was
the
awesome.
biggest night they had of the year. And you come back and you do your first sellout in Cedar Rapids.
And it's acoustic.
It's acoustic.
It's amazing. Yeah, people are scrambling to get tickets. There's nothing we can do at this point. So... Sorry.
Don't they usually let a few people that straggle in show up?
That's the thing with the weather. So you never know with the weather. Like,
people may not show up.
People that bought tickets online might not show up. There's usually always like a 10% like group that does not make it that bought tickets online. So if you're still wanting to come, I would say, there's a few places around there. Come and check at the door. They'll let you know, like, as the show's starting to go, like, be like, hey, we can squeeze another 10 people.
How about if they go online and buy the VIP experience? You think you can still slip them in?
There might be 2 left.
As of this morning.
2 left?
Yeah, there might be 2
So that's
left.
almost a sellout, too.
Yes, which is good. Yeah, so it's total, which is amazing. It's awesome, and I know it has a lot to do with Rock 108. So thank you to all the listeners. Thank you guys so much for
you had our biggest song of the year last year.
I love it.
I mean, the biggest song of the year.
It's amazing. It just blows our mind. So
I'll throw numbers out there to you. 92% positive with our audience.
That's crazy.
In the research. It's like, that doesn't happen.
No, that doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen. And for like 48 weeks.
Yeah, that's not. Well, I mean, we've always had a connection with this area.
Yeah.
You know, there's just always been something about it. And, you know, with our music and just our personalities, we just tend to click. So it works well.
So it's the Chrome Horse tonight. Let's do a song. What are you going to do? Oh, wait, let me guess.
Yeah. I don't think you've heard this one acoustic, so you've heard it enough on the radio, but I want to do it acoustic for you.
I am the one, the only one, who writes the words that tell my story. I might be cynical, at times impossible. I over-medicate until I'm sorry. Take away my pain, 'cause it won't fade away. I'm falling into nothing. I will rise above it all and take away my pain, 'cause it won't fade away. I'm slipping into darkness. I will rise above it all and take away my pain. My pain. Why I'm alive. It's my only life, and I'll seize the day before it's over. I walked 1,000,000 miles, and I've seen the other side. I know it's green, but it's so much colder. Pain, we won't fade away. I'm falling into nothing. I will rise above it all and take away my pain, 'cause it won't fade away. I'm slipping into darkness. I will rise above it all and take away my pain. My pain. My pain. My pain. I am the one, the only one, who writes the words that tell my story. And I am alive, it's my only life. And I know it's time to take away my pain, 'cause it won't fade away. I'm falling into nothing. I will rise above it all and take away my pain, 'cause it won't fade away. I'm slipping into darkness. I will rise above it all and take away my pain, 'cause it won't fade away. I'm falling into nothing. I will rise above it all and take away my pain, 'cause it won't fade away. I'm slipping into darkness. I will rise above it all and take away my pain. My pain. My pain. My pain.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Wow. How do you do that before 2?
I don't know. I was actually wondering if it was going to happen myself. So I'm glad it worked out the way it did.
Thank you so much. I know it's hard to do, performances during the day when you got to sing at night, too.
Yeah.
So we do appreciate when you guys do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Chrome
giving us
Horse
the
tonight,
platform.
Royal Bliss. Doors open at 6. They have great food there. They're going to feed you? Do they feed you?
I don't know. We're going to go there right now and just check out lunch.
They have
and
great food.
Bite to eat.
Yeah.
They better feed us.
Doors open at 6. The band Flex goes on at 7, and I've challenged them to cover some of your songs.
I want to see this. Come on, Flex. Bring it on.
Bring it, Flex.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
And do you know what time you guys take the stage?
Yeah, we'll be on around 8:30.
8:30?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for coming by, guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
Royal Bliss, our buddies, our pals.